everybody, and welcome to Crossing Kin in the Crossing Kin garage, which is kind of under construction right now. So please forgive the slight claustrophobia we're dealing with.
It's our summertime, and normally we kind of try and go through some things, and maybe we're like a lot of you guys. It's time for a yard sale, and so we're under construction in the Crossing King garage.
I'm Kristen.
And I'm Randy, and we are welcoming you because here in the Crossing King garage, everybody's family. We're glad that you're here.
Today, we are returning to, I believe it's our favorite series on the channel, with Let's Recast It. And today, I'm really excited about doing this one because we're making good on a promise we made to you at the beginning of the year. We are recasting A Few Good Men.
Now, let's state on the outset what we always do on Recast It. Well, this may be a recast and react because we don't know which one of us have cast who,
We're going in blind.
We don't know. We don't want Hollywood to ever remake this film. It's a good film. It is a film that has no need for a remake. Hollywood has a tendency to reboot and remake. I'm not even sure this film could use a sequel in any shape, form, or fashion.
Also, it is based on a play. So, Broadway, if you want to revive the play, do that all the live long day. I bet you this play would be a hit again on the Broadway circuit.
Although, I mean, we probably could have said the same thing about Top Gun, and we got Top Gun Maverick here.
And we liked that one.
And we liked that one.
But that being said, A Few Good Men, it is the story of a young JAG lawyer and his team trying to defend Marines, I believe they're Marines.
Who were following orders.
Who were following orders and accidentally wound up, I believe, killing a young Marine. And I believe we stated when we did our bracket at the beginning of the year, again, go check that out, our March Movie Madness bracket. I believe when we did that, we made the statement that while, yes, we win, we also don't win. Like, this is a very bittersweet ending movie.
It's a movie that is kind of like the classic 12 Angry Men. You know, it is a phenomenal drama. It is not a riding off into the sunset with a heroine type film.
But it is a satisfactory
ending. It is
like,
a satisfactory.
It's not a sad ending, but it does satisfy.
Yeah, if you've not ever seen A Few Good Men, highly recommend it. Don't watch it with your kids. There's some pretty atrocious language that is involved, and it is a high drama, a high military drama. So if you don't like lawyer movies, if you don't like the military, if you don't like language, don't watch it. If you love dramas, this film's for you. It's a good film. If
you liked the TV show Jag,
certainly
this will definitely be a movie you
Jag
enjoy.
On steroids.
Yes.
Shall we? Want to give us a little bit of insight as to who we're recasting?
Of course.
For this film.
The characters we are recasting: Lieutenant Daniel Caffey, Colonel Nathan R. Jessup, Lieutenant Commander Joanne Galloway, Captain Jack Ross, Second Lieutenant Jonathan Kendrick, and Lieutenant Sam Weinberg. And Daddy, I want you to go first, starting with Lieutenant Daniel Caffey, who is played by Tom Cruise.
Before we do, 1992 is when this film debuted. So you've
4 years before first Mission Impossible, then.
Something like that, yeah. Daniel
Caffey,
as played by Tom Cruise. He is the lead in the film.
He starts out he wants to settle the case. Like, that's his whole thing. He's never actually been to court. I believe he gets called out by Demi's character for wanting to settle this like he has all of his other cases.
Yeah, and she settles in on the principle of this thing because someone died in the process. It is far more important that they litigate it than to settle it out of court. So, my Lieutenant Caffey, right?
Dan Caffey, yes, sir.
I have Scott Eastwood in that role. Scott Eastwood is this character. We would love to see him as Wolverine, by the way.
He's a little tall, but yes.
Don't know if that's what will happen, but we've seen he has fast becoming one of our favorite modern actors here in the Crossing King garage. We
like him in the Fast and Furious movies.
We like him in the Fast and Furious movies. We've really liked him in everything we've seen him in. and salute to his dad being up into his 90s, finally deciding to retire
I
from
keep forgetting
filmmaking.
that
Clint Eastwood is
Clint
his
is his
dad.
dad. I
Yeah.
keep thinking he's his
I
uncle or
think
his grandfather,
Clint
but you're
Eastwood
right,
is
he's his
96
dad.
now and
Wow.
has an incredible filmography.
Scott.
Scott Eastwood, I think, would do a great job. I think it is a role that he probably could use right
Oh
now,
yeah,
because he has gotten these.
he's getting typecast.
He's getting typecast as an action adventure type film actor,
Hmm.
as opposed to being a dramatic lead. And I
Yeah,
think this would establish him as a firm dramatic lead.
that I like that. Um, I went with somebody who, like I said, you won't know him. I went with the actor named Daniel Dimer. I know him from the most recent season of Percy Jackson and the Olympians on Disney Plus. He played Tyson. He is a Canadian actor, and he brought such a wonderful heart and humor and oddly dramatic weight to a character that on page unfortunately often came off as just a little dumb and slow. Don't get me wrong, Tyson is one of my favorite characters in the Percy Jackson universe, but I think Daniel gave him so many layers in Percy Jackson that I think he would like my criteria for my actor, my lead was being able to do the final speech against the Jack Nicholson character and the I want the truth part. And I can see Daniel shouting that at the top of his lungs and pulling it off very, very well.
Fair enough.
I know you can't really comment on him because you have no idea who he is, but I think Daniel would do a great job.
Okay.
Moving right along, we have Colonel Nathan R. Jessup as played by Jack Nicholson. He's Jack Nicholson. We need say nothing else. He was the Joker. He was Jack Torrance in The Shining. He is the scariest man in Hollywood, especially at this point in time.
Well, Jack Nicholson, honestly, he needs a role that brings him into
He
to the
really hasn't
foresight.
done
He hasn't.
anything
He's done. He
since
did
like
that
the
thing
mid
with
2000s.
Diane Keaton. He as good as it gets with her. He's had a couple of old man type roles
Hmm.
that he's played. He really does need something that he could get his teeth into and bring him back. He is a good actor.
Mm.
He has a reputation for being really weird, based on his performance in The Shining. Here's Johnny,
And the
and
Joker. Let us not forget the Joker in Michael Keaton's Batman.
well, he was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest too. He was crazy dude in that. So I mean, he has this almost this typecast. Jessup was one of those kinds of characters that totally on the edge
Hmm.
of the brink of
Nuts.
bad things. Yeah. But he is a versatile actor who has been good in some things. He's not one of my favorites by any stretch of the imagination, but I would love to see Jack Nicholson have a revival of such in the right role.
So who is your Jessup, Daddy?
Let's you go first. I went first last time. Nope, you go first.
Fine. My Jessup is Carl Urban.
That's a good one.
Everybody knows him as Aomer, everybody knows him as Bones from Star Trek. He recently just concluded his run on The Boys. Um, and it's because of what I've heard his character was like in The Boys and his voice as Bones that I think if he just kind of combines those two, we've got Jessup.
He was in Red as well.
He was in Red as
Yeah,
well. He can do the American
he can
accent,
do
so
the
there's
American
no issue
accent. Yeah,
there. I think put a little bit of gray in his hair.
I don't think you'd
I
have to put that
Not
much.
that much to be nice, but I think he would be a fabulous Colonel Jessup. He's got such a nice deep voice, but he also I know he can play a little bit manic. I know he can. Again, I've not seen The Boys, but I've seen some clips of his character in The Boys and he's a little nuts there. So, I have no doubt that Carl would be excellent
And I'd
as
love to
Colonel
see him
Jessup.
in a vehicle where he is the lead.
Hmm.
Not necessarily. Yes, I think yours is good. I still think mine is better in this particular role.
He would be the primary antagonist, so I think it would be
Exactly.
interesting to see him as such.
All right, you're going to everybody look at Kristen right now because my casting for this is going to cause a reaction.
I'm
Okay, I
scared
don't know
now.
which way it's
I'm
going to cause a reaction.
scared now.
My Colonel Jessup is Matthew McConaughey.
Huh.
Yeah. Think about that for a second.
No,
The
I
Southern
can
drawl,
see it.
I
I
think,
can see it.
I read an article the other day that he was so bent on no longer doing rom-coms. He was afraid he was getting typecast in romantic comedies, that he took roles like dirt. He took roles that were just so antithetical to what he
Ring
had
of
played.
Fire.
And what Dallas
Dallas Buyers Club.
Dallas Buyers Club. He has
He won an
taken
Oscar
these
for that.
almost indie film type roles to break away from that. I think he's cotton picking hilarious in some of these NFL food commercials that he's running right
doesn't
now.
he own Texas University now?
He does not. He is employed by
Oh.
University of Texas. There's own it. Oh. I think he would make an excellent Colonel Jessup.
Right,
I can see him playing the role very, very well with a lot of respect. You know, I mean, just the actor, the body chemistry. I don't have to look at that, but Matthew McConaughey's my pick. We love him.
Yeah.
I adore him in most everything. And now I've not seen Dirt. I've not seen Dallas Buyers Club. I may not like him very much in those roles, but I like him in one of our favorite films, Sahara. And I think he would bring maybe a little bit of a different spin, but I could also see him saying, "You can't handle the truth."
Yeah. That'd be interesting. We'd have to cut his hair. That'd be the only bad thing.
Well,
we'd have to get him in the military haircut.
Without doubt. Yeah.
All right. Up next, we have Lieutenant Commander Joanne Galloway, as played by Demi Moore. This is the character that brings the case to Jag. Like, she's the one that gets it to the courtroom, and she's the one that really gives Tom Cruise's character a kick in the butt to actually take this case seriously.
Well, and she also makes several missteps in the process of her passion.
Oh, yeah, she gets overzealous
to get this case tried. She makes some legal mistakes, which add to the drama. You know, there was a almost a tension there that you thought might get romantic, and I'm glad they didn't make it that way.
In the play, so they kept it from.
That was very, very good. I felt like that showed a great working relationship. Never ever has to get to the romantic level, and that's good. Well. Yeah, it added to the drama of the film. It really, really did. Now, currently Demi Moore is in Landman, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, she's in Landman with Billy Bob Thornton and others, and it's getting rave reviews. Not seen it. She doesn't look like Demi Moore, to be real honest, but you know, great actress. Gone by. Great actress.
Yeah, she was the voice of Esmeralda for all the kids that were my age.
Esmeralda in
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Okay.
She didn't do her singing, but she did her speaking.
Gotcha.
All right.
I will go first. My what's her name again?
Joanne Galloway.
Okay, my Joanne Galloway is Brie Larson.
Okay.
Brie Larson. I think she needs this role to kind of break away from Miss Marvel
Captain
Marvel, Captain Marvel a little bit, and I think she needs something.
She needs something she can actually sink her teeth into and have a good time with.
And enjoy, and I could see her in the military garb. I could see her having the passion that Demi Moore comes off with, or Demi. I've read an article saying that everybody's mispronounced her name for years. Demi. Anyway, that's just, but I could see Brie Larson doing this role extremely well. Yeah, and her play off of Scott Eastwood would be very interesting.
Well, I mean, they've already their characters didn't actually meet. She kind of replaced him in Fast 10 because she's Mr. Nobody's daughter and he was Little Nobody.
Right,
so
right.
They kind of have a connection there, but I don't think they actually got to work together.
Not sure they had any screen time at all, did they?
Because they injured him and brought her.
Yeah, totally forgot about that connection.
She was his replacement.
That wasn't how I came to her. She instantly came to mind with the way Demi Moore played that role. I could see Brie Larson doing that.
I like Brie. I think that's a great casting. I too have drawn from the Marvel well for mine. I went with Haley Steinfeld.
Okay, I think she's a little young.
Kate Bishop, yeah. I mean, she's my age.
She
might be a couple years younger than me.
And I suspect at that time, Demi Moore.
And that's where I was going. Demi was supposed to be a young idealistic Jag. Like, she's a lieutenant commander, but that is her whole thing. She's young, she's idealistic, she believes the story that the two accused Marines tell her, and she's willing to insert herself where she doesn't belong and where she was not assigned to try to help these guys. And I think Haley has enough of an idealistic, but also enough of a serious prowess to be able to pull it off. I've not seen Sinners. That is what she just came off of before she got pregnant. And she just had her baby, so she's having a little bit of a break. But from what I've heard, she was fabulous in Sinners. I love her in Hawkeye.
We want her back in the Marvel universe.
We want her in the Marvel universe a lot because her Kate Bishop was excellent.
Yeah.
And I think if she brought some of the kindness and understanding she had with her Kate, I think that would bring a lot to Joanne.
I'm not opposed to that casting. I think I like mine better, just because of the maturity factor.
Oh, yeah,
as much as anything. And I see Brie Larson in the role better than I can see Haley Steinfeld.
All right, up next we have Captain Jack Ross, as played by Kevin Bacon. I love Kevin Bacon in this role because he's not necessarily antagonistic. He is technically Taffy's friend. He just happens to be the prosecution.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of a different role for him too.
And I love
especially
him
in '92.
Yeah,
when he took this role, this was a little bit of a departure. Everybody knew him from Footloose. I think he and Keira Sedgwick had gotten married by this point in time. Everybody knew that him from, and he was just writing the Footloose thing. This was a good role. Good role for Kevin Bacon. He had played a similar military, I think it was a ROTC role in Animal House.
Okay.
Kevin Bacon is a good actor.
He is.
He is a good actor.
Most recent appearance in the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
That is true. That was hilarious, and he played it very, very well.
Considering we've had the Kevin Bacon running joke in all of the Guardians appearances.
That was the great opening of a Christmas present we had been given for years and years and years. But it's really the last thing I remember him doing.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like Jack Nicholson. He needs that role to kind of propel him into this generation.
He's been doing some commercials. Like, that's mostly what he's been doing, but he's also just been enjoying his marriage and his kids growing up.
Absolutely.
Like, I think a couple of, at least one of his daughters, I think is starting to try to get into the acting game. So I think he's just been enjoying his life. And I mean, he's made his money. If he wants to enjoy his life, let Kevin Bacon live.
All you have to say is Footloose.
Yeah. I mean, between this, Footloose, and then the Marvel money he now gets from everybody streaming the Guardian special.
Absolutely.
Like, I guarantee you they had to pay him for the reference to Footloose in the first Guardians. All right. You want me to go first on this one?
Please and thank you.
All right. So my Jack Ross is Greg Tarzan Davis. He is the FBI agent from Mission Impossible, the most recent one that joins our team. The black guy.
Okay.
I loved him in the 2 Mission Impossible movies that he was in. I don't remember what his character's name is, but I absolutely adored him in those 2 movies. He was like a little breath of fresh air because he was the one person that was chasing our team that was actually like, they always have a reason for going rogue like this. Maybe they've got a reason again, guys. Like, he was the voice of reason. And I think he could bring a lot to this role because Kevin Bacon really does try to play a voice of reason.
Yeah.
Like, he talks to Tom Cruise and is like, dude, this is not going to turn out well for you. Take the deal. Like, I'm trying to help you here. Take the deal. And then when, the whole you can't handle the truth thing happens, he very quickly is like, Your Honor, I make a motion to dismiss. I make a motion to pause so that we can arrest the Jack Nicholson and we'll figure the rest of this out later.
He becomes the absolute professional.
Yeah.
In the entirety of the film.
And I think Greg would do that very well.
He doesn't have to go passionate. He doesn't have to go...
He's very steady.
Absolutely. Even keel in... which this film, with some of its highs and lows, desperately needs. It needs that person who's just who's constant, and Kevin Bacon's role.
And I think Greg, again, his name is Greg Tarzan Davis. I think he would be excellent.
That's good. I kind of, I don't know. Again, everyone look at Kristen, because this one she's going to react to. I have Taylor Lautner.
What?
Okay, Twilight. Okay.
Yes, no, I know exactly.
I am team
Shark Boy.
Jacob, right?
Yes.
Yes, I am team Jacob on this.
You've seen all the movies. You saw them all at theaters at midnight.
And that's why I think he is a
not of his own volition, by the way.
He is a good actor. Yes, I didn't instigate this. The things that we do for love
not
as
me.
A father. I think he is a good actor. I think the Twilight films kind of made him a caricature of himself. And I think this role, I could very easily see him playing the military man. I could also very easily see him being the constant in the stable all the way through the film.
The man needs something.
And he's done some things.
He's done some things. They're just either straight to streaming or they were B movies.
Yeah, I like the casting personally. The more you think about it, the more you're like, oh,
it would be interesting. I'll say that. I'm not sold on it. I like mine a little better just because I've seen him in something more recently. I haven't seen Taylor in anything since Twilight.
Exactly.
So I think it would be good for his career. I'm just not certain how great it would be for the movie overall. But I mean, maybe he's matured with age, because you're not wrong. He did come off a little whiny in the Twilight films.
But he was
his fault.
He was somewhat the voice of reason in the Twilight films.
He was, too.
That's one of the reasons why, character wise, I think he could channel Jacob a little bit without the whole werewolf thing being a part of this film. I think he's another one of those actors who really do need a meaty type role.
I agree.
Like this.
All right. We've got two more. Up next, we have Second Lieutenant Jonathan Kendrick, originally played by Kiefer Sutherland. He is the one that received the order from Jessup and then gave the order to the Marines. He was Jessup's right hand, kind of his little puppet.
This was Kiefer before 24.
Yes.
This was Kiefer, I want to say around the time.
It was around Lost Boys.
It was after Lost Boys, because that was in the 80s.
It was between Lost Boys and Time to Kill.
Time to Kill was the film I was headed towards. So Time to Kill, he's
terrifying in that.
Just awful.
When he's not Jack Bauer, Kiefer is terrifying.
He played the role very well. He's a good actor, don't get us wrong. The role was good. He was good in the role.
Yes.
And it propelled the narrative along.
He was kind of the secondary antagonist, but when the prime antagonist is Jack Nicholson, your secondary antagonist is going to look really little.
Right.
So
and that's valid.
But
that's valid.
Who is your Jonathan Kendrick, your Kiefer Sutherland?
You go first this time.
I don't want to. All right, but you have to go first next. All right, mine is Austin Stowell.
Oh, that's good.
Gibbs from NCIS Origins. He already knows how to play the military role. It wouldn't take him away from Origins for too long. He already kind of has that good resting intimidation.
Have you seen him non-Gibbs haircut though?
So weird.
Have you seen him non-Gibbs haircut? Weird. He's got long hair.
He looks weird.
And it looks
wrong.
I think it's great. It took me a second. I was like, dude, that's Gibbs. That's Gibbs.
Long hair. It was like platinum blonde.
And it was hilarious.
And he had a little bit of stubble. Like, it was weird.
He was funny in the interview I saw.
He would have to have the Gibbs look.
I agree. This is a good casting.
But I think Austin would play this so well. He does such a good job on NCIS Origins as young Gibbs. And I think he would be able to take this role. I hate the idea of him being a bad guy because I have grown to love him as Gibbs. But he has such a good intensity as Gibbs that I think he would be able to do this role very well.
Okay, you're not going to like mine.
Okay.
I'm going to just tell you right now, you're not going to like mine.
Okay.
Mine's Frankie Muniz.
Oh.
Okay. I think, however you pronounce Muniz.
Muniz.
Please tell me how to pronounce it.
Muniz.
All right, Muniz. I think he has gone from race car driver, professional race car driver, and he's back into, I think he's Malcolm in the Middle again.
He just had a Malcolm in the Middle
revival. And I think he could use this kind of role to get him into a dramatic type career. I think he could pull it off, and I think he would be this second banana to my Matthew McConaughey pretty well.
Yeah, my issue is that I Frankie's serious face. I don't know if Frankie has a serious face.
He does when but he couldn't have his growth and everything. He'd still look like a cotton picking baby on the stand, I guess. But
like a cotton picking baby.
You're right. So he did. He sure did.
I don't know if it would necessarily be the face. I've never seen Frankie in any kind of serious role.
What was that thing? Cody Banks. Yeah.
Cody Banks doesn't count.
That was a good film, though. I mean, they were fun. They were fun films. Angie Harmon was in it, and they were just fun films.
Cody Banks doesn't count, but I think I don't hate it. I like mine better.
I like yours better, but this is kind of that out of the box.
It would be another interesting little thought experiment, like with Taylor. It would be an interesting experiment, if nothing else.
Yeah.
All right. Last up, we have Lieutenant Sam Weinberg, as played by Kevin Pollak. I don't know this actor from anything else. I don't believe.
I don't either. He came on to he was beautiful in this role. Absolutely wonderful.
He was technically the second chair because Demi winds up representing one of the guys individually. Tom is representing one of the guys individually, and he just serves as second for both of them.
I think that's right.
In this trial, but he is the older. He's more seasoned. He actually knows how to do a trial. But he's also, bless his heart, his character has recently had a baby, so he's already tired. He wants to settle as much of anybody else, and then he gets caught up in all right, team, we're gonna save these guys' lives if nothing else.
Exactly. If we're gonna do this, let's do it right kind of mentality and everything.
He becomes the sounding board as well as okay, everybody shut up, we're all being dumb, reset. Let's try this again.
Yeah, I waffled on this casting because the guy I really, really want is far too old. Now, I mean, he's in his 50s now, and that's you need a little bit of an older character. I want to share with you who I originally went with.
Who'd you originally want?
Big Bang Theory. Shorter guy.
Leonard?
Yeah.
Johnny Galecki.
Johnny Galecki is who I originally wanted because I think he would have been good in this role. I think he's too old at this point, don't you think? Ish.
Yeah. I mean, I think Kevin Pollak was at least in his 40s by this
point. Very possible. Johnny Galecki is close to 50 now. And so, he's who I originally wanted, but I was afraid that would be so far out of the box that I pulled myself back in, and I've got Dave Franco. Yeah.
Dave. Yeah, I'd like to see Dave in a film like this. For those of you who don't know, Dave Franco is James's younger, less problematic brother. And his career start was on the 9th season of Scrubs, but he's now made a decent name for himself in the Now You See Me franchise, is starting to branch out a little bit. I'm seeing him in more and more stuff these days.
Yeah, I think like Kristen said, he's the less problematic Franco, and he has good timing. He has the pseudo comedic chops for this role. I
can see him throwing the water bottle like Sam does.
Right, and, I really like this casting. He needs a role like this to propel his star, so to speak.
Yeah,
but I think he would do an excellent job. His play off of my Brie Larson and my Scott Eastwood,
that would be a fun, especially as New York as he is, especially or New Jersey or Yankee,
Northeastern as he is,
as northern as he is, with Brie's Midwest and Scott's kind of southern. I think it would be a cute little mix.
Yeah, I really like my casting.
Okay,
what do you think of Galecki though?
Well, I mean, I have to admit, the very first person I thought of, he is older. I think he's actually a little older than Johnny Galecki, but his age doesn't show. So I went for more of the mentor type role with mine. I cast Tim Kang, Katsumoto from Magnum PI.
Okay.
I love this actor. Yeah. I think he has the same energy as Sam, the exhausted dad energy that Tim Kang brought to Katsumoto, but also the little bit of a playful, okay, youngster, whack. Let's get back to business.
Yeah, I
love Katsumoto, or I love Tim Kang in the role of Katsumoto. Yeah. He was my favorite on
Hawaii Five-0.
Magnum PI. On Magnum PI. And I think he would be able to just bring such a good energy, as well as a nice calming presence to the kind of chaotic defense team, because he was always he was the same as the Kevin Bacon character. He was the even keel. He playing off of Miss High Passion and Mr. I don't want to do this job.
Right.
So I think he would be an excellent middleman.
That's good. I like mine better. I have to confess,
it's an excellent cast, but I like Tim so much.
That is a character an actor I'd not considered.
I have been looking for something to
I'll
cast him
certainly
in.
be considering something for him in the future. That is for sure.
I
love this.
Tim Kang.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
like
love
him.
Tim Kang. He was the standout. The I did not think I was going to love him as much as I did, and then it became if you hurt Katsumoto, I riot.
We need to look and see if he's been in anything recently.
We do. We need to investigate Tim Kang. But that's it, guys. That is our cast. What do you guys think? Did we completely gloss over a perfectly good actor for certain roles? Were either of our castings a little bit nuts? I'm still questioning on Taylor and Frankie, but let us know what y'all think of Taylor and Frankie.
I like to go a little out of the box sometimes just to get the react for recast it. But
I do love Dave.
Are there characters that we missed in A Few Good Men that we should probably recast? What do you think? I mean, Kristen's absolutely right. You like some of the out of the box picks that we have? Maybe you like a combination of the ones.
Let us know who you would cast in these roles down in the comments below.
Just as a fun exercise, if you're a casting director, stop. Don't do it. Resist the temptation. This is a great film.
Don't remake it.
We don't want it remade.
We just did it for you.
Leave it be and let people's imaginations carry them along the Hollywood driveway of expertise in wonderful films. We
do this so that you don't have to. So please don't. He liked that.
You can't go home, but you can't stay here. So,
all right. Like I said, get down in our comments. Let us know who you would cast. And while you're there, please leave us a like and hit that subscribe button, as well as
ring that notification bell, because we like to know whenever you are added to the Crossing Kin family.
We absolutely do. And until next time, we will see you in 2 weeks with another brand new video. And until then, I'm Kristen.
I'm Randy. And hey, goodbye from the Crossing Kin Garage. Come on over sometime. You're always family.